Last week I made a video covering who I thought stood the best chances of winning the women's elimination chamber, ranked from worst to best. Now in this video we're doing the same thing but with the men's elimination chamber. I gotta be honest, this kind of goes without saying. I don't remember if I said it in the last elimination chamber video I made, but this year's elimination chamber matches are both super unpredictable. So please do not take anything I say as gospel. I mean, we all know I'm a fucking idiot sometimes, so please feel free to comment down below what you think of me, because let's be real here, I do not know all, I am not God. So please leave your thoughts and comments down below on what you think of my rankings, and tell me who you think will actually win the elimination chamber. Let's get started. Starting off in my 6th position, I have Damian Priest. Now, I unfortunately have to put him here, and it's not really unfortunate because, truthfully, I don't even think he should be in the chamber. I think a lot of us could agree we wanted to see Jacob Fatu in the chamber, but it's like Triple H has an absolute obsession with making Damian Priest not take a pin. He has become the new Hulk Hogan of today's era in terms of he is so protected. He is like the most protected men's wrestler outside of maybe Cody Rhodes right now. And that's kind of wild to think. I mean, it used to be Roman Reigns, but now Roman's been taking some pins to Solo. So yeah, Roman Reigns is no longer that protected. But Roman Reigns has the pedigree to show that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really bother him, you know. But with Damian Priest, he doesn't really have that pedigree, so this really makes no sense. I don't understand why he is so loved and why he is so protected, considering there's a lot of these feuds I really wish he didn't win, you know? I can't remember the last time he really took a pinfall and made him look weak, you know? Without interference, you know? You could say Survivor Series, but, well, one, Finn got involved, but two, Gunther also choked him out, so that doesn't really count. SummerSlam, same thing kind of happened. Finn betrayed him, Gunther choked him out. You know, it gets really annoying when all they do is just protect the hell out of Damian Priest, and I don't really understand why. I think everybody can agree we wanted to see Jacob Fatu, and they gave it to Damian Priest. I mean, I think Jacob Fatu would have been so much fun to watch in this environment. And unfortunately, we ended up giving it to Priest because we can't allow Priest to not look good in anything, because that's just the way they book him now. It's like, I don't like his booking at all. I said it before and I'll say it again. I don't think Priest should have won the Finn feud. I think Finn should have won that. And truthfully, it made no sense for Damian Priest to really enter this elimination chamber, which is why I have him in my last place, is because out of everybody in here, he is the odd one out. He is the one that just makes absolutely zero sense to win this entire chamber. Why would you have Damian Priest go up against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania? That is just not a match anybody wants to see. And quite frankly, I don't really understand why they put Priest in here, because they could easily have put Fatu in here and made it basically anyone in the chamber. I know a lot of people would not be a fan of Logan Paul winning the chamber. A lot of you don't really seem to think clearly when it comes to Logan Paul, so obviously we're not going to take what you guys have to say. But yeah, I really believe that everybody in the elimination chamber would have been amazing opponents for Cody Rhodes if Jacob Fatu was actually in the chamber, but he's not. So I really, it's mind-boggling why they decided to go with Damian Priest. I mean, maybe it's really because they want to just continue the stereotype of having a big guy in the match, but they could have given that role to Drew McIntyre or even Jacob Fatu. Even though he's a smaller big guy, they still could have given that to him, and it's really unfortunate that they didn't. Another guy they could have given it to was John Cena. I mean, Cena's strong enough to be basically a big guy, you know, and he's pretty big too, so I mean, I don't really know why they went with Damian Priest here. But yeah, Damian Priest, I really do not think has the best chances of winning this entire elimination chamber. Now, I just mentioned him, but at my number 5 position, I have Logan Paul. Now, Logan Paul is here quite frankly because he's been nowhere near Cody Rhodes, and I get that has nothing to do with who they decide to face Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber, but more times than not, the people who have talked to Cody Rhodes heading into the chamber, and just anyone who's had anything to do with the actual world champion at the time, normally is the one who actually wins the chamber match. So with that being said, I really don't think Logan Paul is going to be involved in this, and quite frankly, I see him pulling another similar stunt to what he did last year, where he costed Randy Orton his chance at the being a world champion. I really believe he's going to do something similar to someone else in this chamber match, and he's going to start a program heading into Mania with that person. It's going to be another blood feud match, and I think Logan Paul will do amazing at it. I even said in my Who Should Dethrone Who video, or might have even been my WrestleMania predictions video, that Logan Paul should weasel his way into a world title opportunity, and I still think that's viable. I still think that could happen, but I mean, if you really want to develop Logan Paul into this heel that everyone absolutely hates, I mean, world title is definitely a way to do it, but also having him go against someone like a Punk, someone like a Rollins, even though I don't really think that's the route they're going to go with both of those two, but we'll just have to see where that is concerned. But yeah, I think Logan Paul stands a better chance at winning than Damian Priest does, but I don't think Logan Paul stands a better chance at winning than 4 other people in this match. So yeah, Logan Paul, he kind of just, of the five who actually who are really solid in this match, you know, him included in that 5, not Damian Priest, he is obviously the odd one out, where I don't think he stands any chance at winning over the other 4 in this match. Damian Priest, obviously, again, not included. So yeah, I don't know. I really do. I'm excited for this match because, again, it's very unpredictable, but it's predictable in the sense that you just kind of know Damian Priest or Logan Paul is not going to win this. I would be absolutely shocked if Logan Paul wins the Elimination Chamber, but again, I don't see it happening because I have a feeling he's going to do something similar to last year, so be on the lookout for that. Now with these next 4, I honestly had no idea which order to actually rank them in. This is probably my hardest ranking. I gotta be honest, I really did not know, so I had to kind of just go with my gut on this one. And in my number 4 position, I have Seth freaking Rollins. Now, believe it or not, I really do not think Seth has the best chances of winning this, because I got a gut feeling Roman Reigns is going to show up and cost him the same way AJ Styles showed up and cost LA Knight last year. I really just see that happening because of what Rollins did to him at the Rumble. And I think it was last night, Roman Reigns just got confirmed for 2 Smackdown appearances. Now, obviously, this is Smackdown, and he might be going to Smackdown to confront Cody Rhodes, who knows. But again, Reigns is not in the chamber match, and it would make no sense for Reigns to show up for those. But then again, I have no idea. That's SmackDown. It's not Raw, so it doesn't really make sense as to why it's SmackDown and not Raw. But we'll have to see when that comes up. We'll just have to see. But yeah, I don't see Seth Rollins winning this chamber because I really feel like he's going to enter something with Roman Reigns, and I feel like that will be match of the year contender at WrestleMania. I could see, or feud of the year contender for that matter. You know, these two can just put on an absolute classic in an instant. So yeah, I would say be on the lookout for Roman Reigns come this Saturday, because it's like, yeah, Seth Rollins doesn't really have an absolute direction right now. They teased it between him and Cody this past Monday night, but again, it was so late, and that was the first time that Seth and Cody had interacted since last year's Mania in a ring. So yeah, it really doesn't make much sense for Seth to be the one that wins this. I don't think Seth has enough momentum heading into this match for me to believe that he is going to be the one to win the chamber match. I think there are better options. I think there is better people who probably deserve it a little bit more, who also, I don't know, there's just people who deserve it a little bit more. And yeah, I don't think Seth Rollins deserves it as much. But then again, it's Seth freaking Rollins, so honestly, he deserves the world. He can do anything with whatever he gets. So that's kind of why I don't think he needs this. It's more or less, he doesn't need it, you know. and I think they need to give it to people who actually need it. Then again, with the people who are left in the chamber, I don't think any of them really need it. So it's like, we'll just have to see with what they go with. This is what makes the chamber match actually fun, is when the person actually doesn't need the win. Damian Priest, I'm not including in this because, he shouldn't even be in this fucking match. I gotta be honest. He really should not be in this match. I don't understand why they had to give it to Priest. But again, this is about Seth, and yeah, of all the top guys in this match, I don't think Seth is gonna win this chamber match. At my number 3 position, I have Drew McIntyre. Now, I really want Drew to win this match, but again, he just won the chamber match last year, and I'm not gonna say they don't obviously do back-to-back chamber wins, but I don't see Drew McIntyre doing that. Unfortunately, the guy I absolutely hate in this match, Damian Priest, I just got a gut feeling that Priest is going to be responsible for McIntyre's elimination. They have been hinting and teasing at a McIntyre and Priest feud heading into Mania, and oh my god, if they actually pull the trigger with it, I'm going to be depressed. That is going to be such a downgrade for Drew McIntyre. He does not deserve this. For all the work he did this past year with CM Punk, McIntyre, in my opinion, was the male superstar of the year. And yes, you're going to want to say it's Cody Rhodes, and fine, whatever you want to say, I don't care. This is why people should not be the main votes behind this. I mean, it really should go, actually, truthfully, WWE shouldn't even be responsible for that either. People who actually are sane should be responsible for voting who is this male superstar of the year. And yes, Cody Rhodes obviously was a defending champion, but oh my god, he did not put in the work that Drew McIntyre did. McIntyre at least made every single feud, every single time he was in the ring, every single time he was on Raw or SmackDown, or even a PLE for that matter, he made it entertaining. Drew McIntyre was responsible for having the best work through WrestleMania through all the way to now, I want to say. Drew McIntyre's work has never hindered, and the only time it hinders, if it has at all, is because of his booking and the way they don't want to pull the trigger with some stuff with him. You know, it's getting ridiculous with the way they want to book him. I'm not a fan of him going into a feud with Priest. This feud would mean the world to Damian Priest, because obviously that's a big name for him. But again, I don't want Damian Priest in this feud or anywhere around Drew McIntyre come WrestleMania, because Drew McIntyre deserves to be in a world title opportunity, but I don't think he has the best chances of winning this chamber. It's who I think has the best chances, and truthfully, I don't think Drew McIntyre has the best chances heading into this Elimination Chamber match. And it's a shame, honestly, because he deserves it. I mean, of all people in this chamber match, he is the one who deserves the win because of what he has done this past year. I just don't see them giving it to him. In my number 2 position, this might shock a lot of you, I have John Cena. Yes, John Cena is not my number 1, even though I've said in multiple videos in the past that I think John Cena is going to win the Elimination Chamber because he is the poster child. But as we get closer and closer to this Elimination Chamber match, I've been reminded that Jey Uso was the poster child of Money in the Bank. It was Yeet in the Bank, and he lost. Drew McIntyre won Money in the Bank. Same thing could happen here. John Cena, quite frankly, I don't think he is even going to do this to himself, you know? He's barely been around these first 2 months of the calendar year, and we're going to give him Elimination Chamber victory? I don't even think John Cena is that selfish. I think he's going to give it to people who actually have been here, working their asses off. I don't think Cena is going to win the Elimination Chamber. Truthfully, I could even see him I could get behind putting him in my number 5 position, because quite frankly, his chances aren't I should probably rephrase that. His chances are really good, I gotta be honest, because it's John Cena. Let's be real here. It is John Cena, but again, there's someone else who I think might actually make more sense. Now, I'm not going to say John Cena doesn't make any sense, because I basically just talked myself out of him even being in this number 2 position, but quite frankly, it's John Cena, so come on. He really does stand a good shot. He's the poster child. Again, that doesn't mean shit, but who knows? It might mean he actually, I don't know, wins it. Who knows? But it's John Cena, and as much as he might not deserve this win, he's deserved it throughout his entire career. For all the work he has put in throughout his entire 20-plus year career here in WWE. Say what you want to say about him, but again, I don't think he's going to win it just because he hasn't been here. He hasn't been here enough, and that's the reason why I just don't see him winning. There are other interesting storylines that I would love to see them explore heading into WrestleMania with John Cena, and it involves John Cena actually being here to build up a feud with somebody, and I'm not going to name names because obviously I don't honestly know who he would feud with, but he needs to be here is the main problem, is in that he hasn't been here. So he's been filming a movie, so it's like he needs to be here, and rather than being in Hollywood, even though he's not technically in Hollywood, he's in Budapest, but same thing. It's he needs to be here. I can't overstate that enough. I mean, that's the main reason why I just don't see him winning this chamber match anymore, is that he's just not here, and I see this title reign, or his title opportunity. I'm going to see this basically being his biggest challenge of this entire year, is getting a title opportunity, and I could very well see him winning the 17th title in his final match. I could very well see it, but at the same time, they might want John Cena's final match to basically be the person taking the title off of him, like maybe a Randy Orton, who knows. But with that being said, John Cena in at my number 2 position. And with process of elimination, at my number 1 position, I have CM Punk. Now, CM Punk is CM Punk, and I think we can all agree that with whatever the hell is going on with Cody Rhodes and The Rock, I think CM Punk would fit into this little thing perfectly. I see him fitting in so damn perfectly because of what he has done with Rock in the past, like 10 years ago, and I could just imagine the good matches. I don't know if obviously Rock's gonna have a match come Mania. I have no idea again what the hell they're doing with him, but I mean, I was gonna try to explain it, but truthfully, there's no reason to. We'll just have to find out. I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna release a video trying to explain what really was going on with The Rock this past Friday, but again, that video is probably not gonna explain it very well. So with that being said, I don't know. Whatever the hell they're planning with him, I really think CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes come WrestleMania would just be phenomenal. And if they want to include The Rock into that match and make it a triple threat, I think it would be far more entertaining if CM Punk was in it than John Cena. That is the reason I'm giving it to CM Punk, is because I think Punk can play with it a lot better, and it would make so much more sense. I think Punk is better on the mic, obviously, than John Cena. Even though John Cena is pretty damn good, I think Punk would be able to roast the shit out of Rock, which would make it so much better, so much funnier. And that's kind of what I think they're trying to go with, is a generational type of feud come Mania. And I think the best way to go that route is with CM Punk. And maybe that's the way they have the Paul Heyman favor repaid, is Roman Reigns comes in and costs Seth Rollins. Even though that's technically not his favor, but at the same time it is, because Roman Reigns is already pissed off at Seth Rollins as is, so it's not like Roman Reigns is doing this for CM Punk. He's doing it for himself. But in the eyes of CM Punk, this would be the Paul Heyman favor. Heyman gets Roman to do something for Punk, and it allows Punk to go after the title. And I think that's the best way to do it. And let's not overdo this freaking favor that he owes him. I mean, it's like been 3 months now since Paul Heyman said Punk says Heyman owes him a favor, and I feel like they're trying to get fans to forget about it. I almost feel like the creative team forgot about it. I hope to God they have not, and I hope to God that it is visited very soon, but we'll just have to see where that is concerned. But truthfully, I really do believe CM Punk stands the best chance of winning this Elimination Chamber, because again, it's CM Punk, and if it's not Drew McIntyre who doesn't deserve it, it's CM Punk. Them two have put in the best freaking work all of this past year. I mean, the feud between the two of them, match of the year right there, feud of the year right there. It's like, it writes itself. Why would we not reward the people who deserve it the most? And honestly, I think people are more interested in seeing a CM Punk versus Cody versus Rock, or whatever the hell Rock is going to do, than Cody Rhodes versus John Cena right now. And I'll probably get my ass bitten off for that, because honestly, I feel like a lot of people will be like, "Whoa, you don't want John Cena to win his 17th title?" No, I don't. I want it to be more of a challenge for John Cena. Yeah, you heard it here first. I want John Cena's 17th title to be an absolute challenge for him to get. And if they give him the Elimination Chamber, that ain't no challenge right there. That's just, he wins it early on. Would you rather him win it early on, or would you rather him win it later on? You know, I think later on would be so much better, and that is the main reason why I just don't think he's going to win the Chamber. But again, it's John Cena, so we'll just have to see where he is concerned. God, if I could talk. But yeah, CM Punk, I seriously believe, stands the best chance at winning this year's Elimination Chamber. Now, I said it before and I'll say it again. This year's Elimination Chamber is super unpredictable outside of Damian Priest. I think we all can agree that he is going to lose. But yeah, I really don't know who is going to win this Elimination Chamber. I said CM Punk has the best chance. That doesn't mean shit. He could easily be the first one eliminated. And again, I don't see that happening. I hope to God that doesn't happen. Praying it's Damian Priest, but it probably won't be. It's probably going to be Drew McIntyre, unfortunately. And Priest is going to probably be responsible for it. So yeah, that's going to be great when that happens. And definitely won't catch me crying in a corner. But yeah, it is what it is. This Elimination Chamber is going to be so damn fun come Saturday, and please watch it. I mean, I think I don't need to tell you to watch it, but you should watch it. I mean, if you can find the time, do it, because it's Road to WrestleMania. It's the last PLE before WrestleMania, and it's bound to be an amazing, amazing Elimination Chamber. Entire PLE, but match in general. This will probably be the main event. If it's not Cody Rhodes and Rock, I don't think it will be. I think Cody Rhodes and Rock will be in the middle of the show. But yeah, this match, it's bound to be phenomenal, and there's bound to be a lot of twists and turns throughout the entire match. So that's why I'm just super excited for this one. But with that being said, please leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. Tell me how much of a big ass idiot I am. And until next time, see ya.